My name is Jen, and I'm part of Roundhouse Theater's education team, and this is today's challenge for grades K through 3. At Roundhouse Theater, we teach that the telling of theatrical stories requires acting, movement, playmaking, and design. And today's challenge is all about design. For today's project, we're going to use two of my favorite design elements. What's a design element? A design element is a tool that the designer uses to give us information about the design. Some examples of design elements are line, shape, size, color, and texture. In today's project, I'm going to show you how to use color and texture to create a picture using a technique called Pointillism. And then I'm going to challenge you to create your own picture. Let's see what kind of theater we can create. What is Pointillism? Pointillism is a technique that painters use to create an image using only dots. One of the founding fathers of Pointillism was George Seurat. Why don't we take a look at some of Seurat's paintings so we can get an idea of what we're going to do. George Seurat created a method called Pointillism in which his paintings were created entirely of dots. He didn't mix the colors together. Instead, he placed dots of color next to each other. When we look at a picture created with Pointillism, our eyes mix the colors for us. Not only did placing dots next to each other create different colors, it also gave the picture a soft texture. Everything looked soft. When you look closely at a Pointillism painting, you see only the dots. When you step back, the dots form a picture. Now that we've learned a little bit about Seurat and his paintings, let's take a look at our own project. So to create a picture with Pointillism, instead of taking your crayon and going back and forth like this, you're going to want to color in little dots all over the surface area. You can use a crayon, a magic marker, paint, pencils, whatever you want to use. But you'll also have to bring your patience with you because it can take some time depending on how big the area is. Eventually, you will have a solid red field of color. Or maybe you'd like to do blue. What if we wanted to make purple? Well, with Pointillism, we would use both red and blue dots because red and blue makes purple. And the dots are so close together that your brain sees purple even though there isn't any purple in this picture. You can also use the same technique to make green because blue and yellow make green. Blue dots and yellow dots. Or orange, because red and yellow make orange, yellow dots and red dots. In this picture, it looks like the color fades. That's because there's a high concentration of dots at the bottom. Concentration means a lot of things in one place, and each section has less and less dots in it, and it makes it look like the color is getting lighter and lighter. This circle, it's just a plain circle. This circle is green. But this circle, with a high concentration of dots on the outside, moving across and fading, starts to look like it has some dimension, like it could actually be a ball. This is the flower that I drew to show you Pointillism. I'm going to show you Pointillism with 3 different things. So first, I am starting with crayon. I am just drawing little dots. And this is my finished flower. So you can see here, this area looks orange, but it's just red and yellow. And this area looks purple, but it is just red and blue. I did use a green crayon in here, and in this part I used blue and yellow crayons. And sidewalk chalk. And watercolor. When we look at the flower close up, we can see all the little dots. But from farther away, the points all start to blend together. The red and blue definitely looks purple, and the red and yellow definitely looks orange. And that is what Pointillism is. This project, you get to decide what type of materials you'd like to use. Maybe you want to use colored pencils, maybe crayons, maybe you have got some watercolors. You also get to decide, do you want to draw your own picture? Or maybe you'd just like to concentrate on working on your pointillism. If you don't want to draw a picture, you can feel free to use one of my pictures. I've drawn 3 and included them in the comments section below as links. I drew a butterfly, a snail, and a flower. You can choose one, or if you're feeling really ambitious, you can do all 3. All right, now we challenge you to create your own picture using pointillism. And if you like, ask your grown-up to send a picture of your picture to education@roundhousetheater.org and ask them to follow us on social media, because we'll be featuring some of our favorite submissions on Instagram and Facebook every week, and it could be you. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the Roundhouse YouTube channel for a new arts challenge every week. Have fun and see you next week.